Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently exceptionally close to eliminating one of the two awakened empires. Of course, the other one is already eliminated, and that is absolutely wonderful. So we're heading into Zipper here right now, and we need to land on Cradle. Now that's going to be 3168, and we have the force to do it. We've got this 5k transport fleet, and we'll definitely do that. Where was this invasion that we failed to fend off? Oh my, there's a lot here. Okay. We're struggling to load it a bit. That's exciting, but where was this? Oh, that's over in Hosent. Okay. Yeah, that's to be expected. We knew that that was going on. Absolutely no problem for now. Checking in on the Prothoran Scourge. That looks reasonably under control. I wish that our Federation wasn't the one responding to this. I wish that their Federation was responding to it. But alas, that's not the case. Oh my, there's a lot there. We're going to avoid that. We're definitely not going to try to hit that anytime soon. So we're currently on our way in with our transport fleet. This is absolutely fine for the moment. Yeah, we're going to take some losses down here, but this is not shocking. We knew that this would very likely happen. And it's also not all that important. Now, the arranged swarm is ordered to head on up here. That's good. We want to stack all of our fleets together for now. Where are these guys going? Inquiry. Hang on. Man, is this laggy. Okay. Hopefully that will clean out. Maybe I need to restart the game? I don't know. There was a mercenary enclave that was just destroyed. If this doesn't clean up soon, I'll restart the game, and we'll see if that helps the performance at all. Hopefully it will. So fingers crossed on that one. We should be landing up here relatively soon. Performance is definitely low. I mean, to some degree, that's just late game Stellaris, right? To some degree, that's how this works, but generally not quite to this level. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to make a save. We're going to return to this save. Yeah, this is definitely... Yeah, we have too many saves. I'm going to delete this autosave. And I need to clean those out. Actually, that might have something to do with it. I'll clean those out, and I'll restart the game, and we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are with the game restarted. Performance is definitely feeling a lot better with the game paused. Yeah, this is more like normal. Okay, so we're going to cruise on forward at fastest speed here. That is great. It's still, going to be a little laggy while we're ticking, but that's to be expected in late game Stellaris. We've got a mining world here, and really with us only at 166 minerals, it makes sense to build a mining district here. That's absolutely fine. Anything else that we want to work on here? Probably. I mean, we've got a forge world here. And let's see, that could certainly use an industrial district. We'll put that in. Did we actually order these guys to land? No, we're just bombarding. I actually do want to land. We will take losses doing this, and relatively hefty ones at that. But let's go ahead and do that. What else do we want to do? Well, we've got this... Where did that go? We hit a lag spike and I moved the mouse, and then it just kind of scrolled all over.
Commencing
we had a trade station that I wanted to work on here. Here it is. Okay. So there's not really anything to be done here. I suppose we could just simply put in an industrial district here. That would be reasonably fine for now. We've got a fortress station here that requires housing. So obviously a habitation district makes sense. We'll need to buy in a few minerals. Luckily, those are cheap right now. What is the price on alloys? 27. Okay, and dark matter is 74. That is a lot. That is a whole lot. We're going to hit the reinforce fleet button and be very sad for a while here.
Inbound.
We do need about 6k in order to get these alloys put together. I'm keeping an eye on these fleets here. For now, Escant is not a threatening area for us, so that's okay. We're a little concerned about our volatile moats continuing to fall away from us. So I would like to come into some of these areas here and think about building an ancient refinery. A Betharian power plant wouldn't be bad here either. That's interesting. Okay, we could certainly remove these ruined districts. That's okay for the time being. Anything else that we need to do here? Well, we've got Tiamat Prime, a tech world, and this is really awaiting demotions and waiting for that devastation to go down. So that's okay. Now, this is set up as a mining world. For now, I'm just going to put in an ancient refinery and call it good. Well, we'll put in a city district too. This is a station. We've just been spamming out the strongholds on our stations for right now. It's probably not an ideal thing to do, but it's a quick thing to do. So we'll call that good. This is looking a lot like a research planet. We can toss in a research institute, and we can toss in an ancient refinery and call that good for now. And we've got a station here, which, of course, for now, we're just going to continue to throw on those strongholds. Beautiful. So that is all done for the time being, and we instantly have no performance when we unpause this. Sure. We're going to scroll right on back up, and let's head on into Zipper here. Let's take a look at Cradle and see how this is going. Okay, so we're going to take losses, and this is going to take a while to chip through this. Now, one thing I would like to do is I'd like to pop over this direction and see what we've got here. 1K and 82. Okay, so I would like to see about queuing up. How many more Xenomorph armies do we have here? Actually, quite a number. This is what, 4 or 5 at a time here? Something like that. So this is actually close to 100 Xenomorph armies. It's not quite 100, and I'm going to control click 5 times here to bring that up a little further. So that's up to 14. Okay, sure. So we're going to continue constructing those. We will need more. So that's all looking good. We have reinforcements heading in up this direction. We're going to continue to stream in our reinforcements. That does require more time. So we'll continue to reinforce our fleets here. The amount of reinforcement at this point that we need is a lot, and it's not really any point to look at the number that pops up in here. That number is clearly inaccurate, and quite frequently inaccurate at that. So really we can look here, and we know that we need a little bit under 1,000. We are producing more ships, and we're not losing ships at this moment since we're bombarding, and that's absolutely fine. But we know we're going to need a lot more ships than what we have queued up. That's absolutely the case. Now, this is going to claim as like 140k. I think that, okay, 130. That number is not accurate. We need 1,000 dark matter along with just a ridiculous amount of alloy. So there's a bottleneck in there somewhere, but for now, that's fine. So we're going to check in on this invasion here. I believe this to be the final location for, what are these guys called again? The Zeltec Mediators. I believe this to be their final location. So that is absolutely great. The next question is, what is this fleet? This is just a battleship sitting here? This must be the battleship that retreated. Okay, where do we sort that in? Well, we're going to put it into our bottom fleet here. Actually, probably like the Preservative Swarm. I'm going to go with the Set Swarm, though, I think. That's the bottom one and the least likely to have received any reinforcements, right? We can see that some of these, like the Arranged Swarm is at 190. Is that top in our fleet management here? Okay, yeah, that's why. That'll do it. It's odd that that's sorted differently than this, but okay, whatever. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fleets here. Did we totally lose a fleet? We did, and we can get 2 more. Okay. If we can get 2 more fleets, yes, this is going to be tremendously expensive, but I'm going to sell off some food here. This is hugely inefficient. And I'm going to use that to buy in... How much do we need? Oh, it's going to be a lot, isn't it? I want to make 2 Titans. So we're going to sell off some of this stuff here. We'll sell off our 0. There we go. Okay, I'll take a look at that in a moment. I want to buy in at least 1250 here. Next month's tick, I want to start building 2 Titans. They take a long time to build, and I think that that will be worthwhile. So on Cradle, we're currently chunking through here reasonably well. We're about halfway through that, and they've got a good amount of disengage. So that's looking good. Where did we fail to fend these invaders off? Okay, yeah, Hosen. That makes sense. We've already seen one of those fall. There will be more. Sure. For now, that's fine. The Prothoran Scourge is, honestly, I think, largely taken care of at this point. They don't have that much left for fleets, looking at these. So that should be dealt with pretty quickly. Now, we have 4.5k here. And where is this at? Hea? Okay, yeah, that's to be expected. So no real problems there right now, but I want to hop into our mega shipyard, and I want to queue up 2 Titans. Now, I don't think we have the alloys to do 2 right now. Correct. So I want to get 1 Titan going. Oh, wow, only 350 days. That's so much faster when we're in a defensive war. I love it. That's really, really good.
Starbase under assault.
But we need a 2nd Titan. So as soon as our month tick comes in, we're going to get a 2nd Titan here, and then the rest of our alloys are just going to go into reinforcing our fleets. These 2 fleets are going to take a while to get back up to scratch, because we've got a lot of fleets to work through here. There's no doubt about that. So as soon as this month tick comes in, which is right now, we queue up our 2nd Titan here. And then the rest of our alloys, which is 2.1k, are going to go into, it looks like the Vigilant Swarm. Yeah, that's where they're going to go. So that is absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. These guys are just kind of messing around over here right now. Nothing too major out over here. So I'm completely content to sit here and largely rebuild. One thing we could consider doing, though, is moving these guys somewhere a little safer, like Edamar. I believe that we no longer need to worry about the Zeltec Mediator fleet. I believe that to be destroyed at this point. It should have come back by now if it was going to. So we're going to do that for now. We're going to go park them there where they can get repairs. There are a couple of these fleets that still need repairs, to be clear. And we're going to continue. We have, how many mega shipyards do we have at this point? We have a lot of shipyards. Okay. We're also over our starbase cap, and that is increasing our starbase upkeep by a lot. We might want to think about removing some of these stations, but honestly, I think that they are actually useful. So for the moment, I'm not too concerned about it, but it could become a problem later, and we're keeping an eye on it. Are we out of dark matter? No, we're not. Okay, we just, I guess, need battleships here? Yeah, the Vigilant Swarm is waiting on battleships. Okay, fair enough. So the Vigilant Swarm is... Wait, where did the Ready Swarm 7 go? Okay, I guess it must be heading over to the Vigilant Swarm. This is no longer in need of reinforcements. Now it's saying that it needs 1 reinforcement ship. The game is maybe slightly confused. Let's give it a month tick. Because, well, we don't actually need battleships here. Okay. What is this actually going to build? A strong class corvette. I'm going to assume that that's right. So the Vigilant Swarm should be good to go. The Planned Swarm is actually building 2 battleships right now, which is nice. We are going to... I hit the reinforce all button, but it didn't actually go into the Planned Swarm. It went into the Set Swarm. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure if it's actually fully reinforced or not. It might be if the corvettes and cruisers are on the way. We know that the Vigilant Swarm only needed a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter all that much, I suppose, but let's see what happens on this month tick. Yeah, it's definitely been moving things around kind of weirdly in terms of our alloys. So we gained Kethon. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we gained all of those back. Sure. So the Planned Swarm appears to be at full strength. That is good, but it'll take some time for that to get there. And we're working on Battleship Cruiser Destroyer. We're actually pretty close to getting this. Oh, I see. It's building battleships first. Okay. That's a little different than what we've seen in the past, but I don't know how the reinforce all button determines where the resources are going to go, to be honest. I really, really don't. So apparently we're building battleships first now. Cool. I don't really care whether we build battleships first or not, so it's fine for the time being. So once we finish up the Zeltec Mediators, we need to decide who our next target is, and that should be them gone. Yes, the end of the Zeltec Mediators. Beautiful. Now, trying to zoom out. I told it to pause. There we go. Okay, we've got a year tick going on. That would explain it. So we're going to bring these guys back to Nightbirth. And for the time being, we're going to sit out of the war a little bit. Now that the Zeltec Mediator War is over, we're going to sit out of the war a tiny, tiny bit. We're going to reinforce our forces, and we need to decide who we want to eliminate. And I'm kind of thinking the United Malwegal Union. Believe it or not. That's what I'm thinking right now. This is fully under control, right? Yes, that's a Tuxcan entity there. Eggelrot is not. Okay, 0 and 2153. Okay. How are we doing right now on our repairs? Noted. I'm going to come in down this direction. Well, we need to think about this. So, gateway here, gateway here, gateway here, gateway here. Sure. We do have some territory here we want to take back, but currently I think that we just need to focus on eliminating particular members of the Galactic Information Entente. We just need to pick one and go. I don't think it really matters which one we pick, even. Dahlberg Prime has an available job, and a Paradise Dome wouldn't fill that job. So we really just need a migration here. We can resettle this guy over to, say, Cosmalian Prime. Sure, why not? That'll do. What else do we have job-wise here? I want to check through this real quick since we've got a little bit of a lull here. This is set up as an agri-world. I'm going to actually... We're negative on minerals right now. So I'm going to put it in as a mining world, actually. And we're going to put in a mineral purification plant and build all of those mining districts. I do want to buy in more minerals. There we go. And we only have the one specialist job right now. It's not going to fix that. That can get demoted or potentially migrate, but we'll just get that set over as a mining world. So there's no mining to be done on this world at all. Okay. I'm going to put in moat harvesting traps, I guess. Sure, that seems good. We know that we need more volatile moats. We're back to even on volatile moats now, so that's good. Noted on that front. What else do we have going on here? This generator world needs housing. I mean, we can build a generator district. That'll give it some housing. It's housing neutral, so we'll run into the problem later on, but that's okay for now. This fortress station has a robot that can't actually work this job, which does make sense. We'll send it over to the Forge World Dahlberg Prime, and that will be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. And now we're getting down into this stuff here. We can certainly upgrade this Habitat Central control. We've got this foundry station here, which isn't really a foundry station. I'm just going to put in a couple of strongholds. And we've got this Forge World here, which isn't really a Forge World. What even is this world? It's kind of a luxury world. Okay, for the time being, I'm just going to slap an ancient refinery in here and call it good. We'll come back to it. And then we've got Cradle here, of course, which we've got a bunch of ruined districts that we should definitely repair. Okay, so there's all of that good to go for now. So I want to get these repairs completed. And I want to continue working on getting these forces regenerated. Oh man, look at the Ready Swarm 18. It needs so much. All of these have a Titan, though, right? Yes, all of these have a Titan. So that's okay. We know that we're at 10 out of 10 of our Titans. Did our Titans finish? I don't think they did. It's just counting them before they're built. Yes, that's good to know. So we're going to continue to hit the reinforce all button, and that's absolutely fine. We're going to be finishing up our repairs here very soon. Just waiting on the arranged swarm. And that's now done. So, I want to head down this direction. We want to start working on getting the United Malwegal Union eliminated. We just want to pick one and go. And I want to pick a kind of weaker member of the Alliance here. That's one of the goals behind picking these guys. They're both our neighbor, and they're kind of weak.
Blocker liquidated.
So that'll be good. Now, this is controlled by the Tuxcan entity. I don't know what the status of claims are down here. It's hard to say. We don't really care all that much as long as it's controlled by our Federation and not the enemy Federation, right? That's the primary goal here. So that'll be absolutely okay. And we do have a bunch of mega structures that we can apparently work on upgrading. We really can't afford to upgrade them right now. We really can't afford to upgrade them right now. So that's okay. We're going to attack down over here, and we'll see what they have for claims over this way. Looks like this is under our control now. Okay, that's held by us. Perfect. So they don't have claims down this direction. Cool. We're just going to push on over into Azjak. We are, of course, going to continue to reinforce as quickly as we can. We're at 992 now. That's definitely growing. Oh, we can hit it again, actually. No, we're out of dark matter, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, we actually have a negative monthly gain now due to star bases. Ah, yes. That would be the case, wouldn't it? So star bases are indeed becoming a problem. Well, star bases aren't going to stop this, right? So maybe we should just downgrade these. Has an active construction queue. Okay, stop that. We'll downgrade this guy. We'll downgrade this guy. We'll downgrade this guy. We have an active construction queue as well. So there we go. We'll downgrade all of those. So that puts us at 41 out of 37. That's going to be better, but it's not a fix. So then the next ones would be up over here. We'll downgrade this one. We'll downgrade this one. We'll downgrade this one. And we'll downgrade this one. That should put us at 37 out of 37, which should boost up a lot of these resources, actually. So we're going to hit our reinforced fleet button here. We are 11,006. No, that's not right. We need dark matter. We have 4 dark matter right now. I'm going to buy in 50. Hello, console. And we are going to hit that reinforce all button. Cool. We actually used all of our alloys there. That's interesting. That's kind of rare. So let's scroll on up to the top here. And actually, we know that they have a decent amount of forces over here, right? Where are their primary forces? Is this their primary forces? I would have expected them to have a little bit more than that, although maybe they have been having some battles with our Federation. I think that this is their primary forces, actually. I mean, it's still very strong, right? And when they combine these together, that's going to be a lot more scary. I think the fact that they're split up there is part of that. There's also a possibility that they are out over here fighting the Prathoran, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, cool. So if this is their primary forces, we can just keep an eye on that. And I mean, they're still scary, right? We definitely can't beat that force combined together. We would have to pull them apart, and we'll see what they end up doing on that front. So we're going to do some battles with stations here. Now, these battles are going to remove some of our ships. So we're going to go backwards a little bit here, but we should be building far faster than we're losing ships when we're just fighting these stations. So that shouldn't be too bad, all things considered. What is the price of alloys right now? 27.43. I think that goes a long way to explaining what's going on here, to be honest. I think that there's a huge alloy crunch in the galaxy, and we're kind of feeling that, to be honest. But with this kind of war... Oh, hello. There's their main force. Right, they're in Hosen. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have, but I did. Yeah, so when you combine that together with what they have here and here... That makes sense. That's their full force. Got it. They're just split up right now. That makes more sense. Cool. So we're going to continue to push down. Do we go straight to Brachium? Honestly, that might not be a bad idea. We push up to Brachium, and then we can hyper relay back this way and hit Matom. Now, where's our army at? Our army is chilling here. I'm going to group them together. That's 7k strength. We're going to head into here. And we're going to land down over this way. So we'll just land on Nafbor. Yeah, that's a 0 strength. So that's absolutely no problem whatsoever. And we're just going to go take out chunks of the Malwegal Union. Now, I do want to push down to these borders and get that all taken over. We'll get there after we take Brachium.
Competitors engaged.
That's the way that this is going to work. So we're just looking to take the Malwegal Union out of this fight. We're going to angle one nation after another like this. So we're going to do that. Then we're probably going to go for the Pictlings next after that, is my guess. We eliminate the Pictling Alliance, and then maybe we go for the Hegemony and everything up here just to unify our front down this way. We'll see. That's getting pretty far in the future at this point. Speaking of pretty far in the future, at this time, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue to work on attacking the Melwegal Union. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. Before we go, I'm just going to spend those alloys. Are we out of dark matter again? Yes, we are. Okay, beautiful. So we'll buy in 50 more of that. That's a little bit painful. And there we go. Did I already say you can leave your offerings? If not, you know what to do. I've said that a lot of times in this series. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.